Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sorcerer Arena. So this is going to be my 11th month update from my free-to-play account. Before we get started, I just want to take a minute and say if you like what I'm doing, if you feel that it's worthy, please consider liking and subscribing and clicking the little bell icon and doing all the stuff that everybody else wants you to do because this is a thing that I really like doing and would really appreciate your support, and it would mean a tremendous amount to me. Um, Additionally, if you happen to have Brave web browser and you feel like you might want to tip me, please feel free to do that. If not, if you don't know what Brave is, and you're curious, I encourage you to do some research and find out. But this is going to be for my 11th month update, like I said. And now that we're getting close to the 1 year mark, I have some definite goals that I think that I want to accomplish going forward. And that is that I definitely want to get settled in with a raid team so that I can contribute to raids. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But just so you know, this is where I am with the roster. I'm starved for money. I just hit 1.1, so I could theoretically take Yzma up and finish her up. But I don't really feel like that's really necessary right now. You can say I go Kronk up. Jafar is also ready, so I really have a choice between Yzma and Jafar. I don't know who's going to be. But you can see, we'll just go into specifics and see. We'll just jump in here to specific categories so you can see what I'm doing. I haven't really moved on. We haven't finished Sully yet. We still have we don't have anybody totally done in terms of downtown anything really. We do have, it's just a mishmash, and that's something that I'm going to be addressing here in the 12-month and going forward into the second year of this. Here are my downtown villains. You can see where I am. Haven't been doing a lot of work. Moana is a project that I'm working on, so we'll get to that in a minute. Kingdom Heroes, you know how much I love my kingdom. We now have four totally seven heroes. We finished Kronk, so that was good. Gonna be having to make some choices about stuff here in the coming days. Jump over here to villains. See, we have 2 done. We have Jafar's ready to be done. Yzma we could take up. We do need to finish Sheriff in the Mari, so we can at least try to get Maleficent. If you want my opinion on who I think is easier to concentrate on, heroes or villains for this Maleficent event, it's definitely the Kingdom villains, because there's just so much in the Kingdom. There's just so many good tunes in the Kingdom heroes that it's really hard to narrow down who you should work on. But here, it's kind of easy. If you finish the thing with where you've got Jafar open, he's not part of this thing for Maleficent, so you really don't need him. You do need him for the Aladdin team for the expedition, but you don't necessarily need Mother Goth for anything, or Furlough. So you can really just concentrate on your main 5, because we'll just go back to the Kingdom Heroes, and because there's just so much here. You've got your 4 that you've got your 3 that you needed for the Jafar event. You start on 1 for the Yzma thing. For the Maleficent thing. Then you've got Quasi for the Furlough Tower, and Esme for the Furlough Tower, and then you've got all of your princesses. You've got Rapunzel and Mulan and Belle and Jasmine, and then you got the people that you need to get more Rapunzel, and that being Maximus and Flynn. And then you've got Beauty and the Beast characters, and you've got the one with the that helps with both, that being Mrs. Potts. There's Anna for the Frozen team. And then there's the whole there's Raya, and then there's the whole Beauty and the Beast thing. And if you have gonna have Cusco, you know how it is. Adventure wise, you know, Mulan's getting close. We got a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of moving parts. It's really no surprise. I'm really not telling you anything you probably don't know already. Ducks, I don't know why ducks have their own category, but it's a thing. Princesses, like we talked about, not anywhere close. We do have 2 princesses max. That's 7-7. That being that's I do have a certain affinity for the princesses because they are really strong against the Lego meta. But they just take a lot of time and they take a lot of investment, and especially when you need to have, you need to have Maximus and Flynn for Rapunzel, and then you need to get lucky or pay to win for, Tiana. It is what it is. Tech wise, moving and grooving. We got Moana. We got, we don't have a lot of characters opened up, and that is going to hurt me when the Gizmo Duck event comes back here in a couple of days. Yes, I'm doing this before the Gizmo Duck. I'm sure you'll be seeing this after or during the Gizmo Duck event being open. But it is what it is. We're nowhere on the Sensational 6. Summer's chosen. We've got characters open. We just don't have any movement on them. And it's going to be, like I said, this is going to be something I'm going to be concentrating on in the weeks and months to come. 101 Dalmatians, Cruella. I think it's interesting they only have her, and I think that signals that, hey, they're going to put the other people in, just like I feel like they're going to put more A Bug's Life in. Alice in Wonderland, Queen of Hearts. You know how about my affinity for Alice, the Lost, Atlantis. Is there anywhere I didn't cover Wilds and Oceanics. Wilds are here. We're currently in the middle of the Lion King event. So if you're not wondering when I'm taping this, it's during the start of the Lion King event. Just happened to open Scar today. It's still going. Oceanics. We're in the middle of the Peter Pan event, so I'm getting some SME tokens. I can see Peter's almost to 4 stars. Wendy's ready to go up to probably pretty close to being able to go up to 6. But I could put Cantu, but like I said, that all takes money, and that's something I'm a little bit in short supply of. Mythical wise, it's nothing to write home about. Mythicals are going to be something that I'm going to have to concentrate on in the coming months also. And that's pretty much it. Favorite wise, who I'm going to be concentrating on this month. You see, I had 10 characters, and that's probably a lot, and it is. But in terms of it's just to get him leveled, and Yzma should probably be in here for that level. But specific tunes I'm going to be working on are going to be Moana. Moana is going to be something I'm going to be concentrating on this month to come. Damona, Davy, and Namari. And if I get lucky, it's going to be these bottom 5. But Namari, because she's Kingdom and she's Kingdom villain. It's going to be why Damona, because I want to be able to go a little bit further in the Gargoyle Tower, and maybe after I get her a little bit closer, we'll put Xanatos in here. Davy, because I need another Oceanic to be able to get the Speed Stone for the Coast of Conflict, and also because he's a pretty strong character in my opinion. Moana, because she's Moana and she does, she's Oceanic. You need her for the Maui event. You need her because she's an adventurer. She's a princess. There's just so much to Moana. Jack Sparrow, because he's also an adventurer and he's also a Oceanic. Barley, because he's Barley and we got to start knocking out, the duo Ian and Barley for stuff. Mrs. Potts, because she's Mrs. Potts, and not only is she usable for the Beauty and the Beast event, which should be coming back sooner rather than later. But we also need her for the... She's the one hero that if I have time, I'm going to be working on for the Maleficent event when it comes back. Summoner, you see here, we have Frozone. Frozone is going to be the one Summoner's Chosen that I'm going to be cranking on here relatively soon because he's one of the better Summoner Showdown, and also he's part of a team. That team being the Incredibles, which leads me to Dash. Dash is the best piece of the Incredibles, so he's going to be the one that we're going to be going after first. So, you know, the people here on the bottom row are obviously less of a priority than the people on the top row, because the people on the top row are much closer. So they're the ones we're going to be finishing off first. If you think that there's somebody else you would like me to go after, leave me a comment, and we can have a conversation about it, and we'll see. You know, if you think, hey, don't go after, you know, your Demona's at a good place. I really think you should start on Xanatos, or don't do Davy because there's another. You know, I think there's a better Oceanic to go after first. You know, let me know if you think I'm wrong for going after Frozone. Please let me know. We'll have a conversation about that. And if you think it's Horn King or you think it's Sally, I'm open to that. I'm totally open to that. But that's where I'm going. I did say we're going to be going in things that would help us in multiple arenas, multiple facets of the game, and that's kind of where I am right now. You know, we need, like I said, Moana is adventure princess. She's just vital to so many things. Princess, you know, you saw the two princesses have pretty much complete. That being Jasmine and Merida. Moana's going to join them. Also, she is. We just got done with the Raya event, but it's going to be coming back sooner or later. You need an adventurer, so that's why she's here. It's the same with Jack and Barley. They're both adventurers also. Aside from being, you know, Jack, like I said, is an Oceanic, will help out with the coastal conflict thing. Barley is an adventurer, and he happens to be part of one of the best duos in the game. And you also need him for the onward portion of the expedition. Demona, because you need her for the Zerg event, and she's a downtown villain, so you need her for the Money Event event, the Scrooge Money Event event. You need her for the Gargoyles Tower also, and you need her for the Gargoyles Potion portion of the expedition. Dash and Frozone also happen to be part of the. You also need them for the Incredibles part of the expeditions. You know, so I think a lot of it is self-explanatory, but I am going to try to concentrate on characters that can accomplish more than one thing. And so, you know, if you're looking here, I mean, Mrs. Potts for both. You know, she's the only member of the Beauty and the Beast team that is vital for two events, that being the Maleficent event and that being the Beauty and the Beast event. So, you know, there's a lot of, you know, you could argue that Namari, you only need her for one thing, but you do need her for the Raya event. I do understand that both of those events just got over or are about to conclude, and I understand that, but she's the only villain that I don't essentially have done. So, you know, but yeah, if you have any suggestions about what I should be doing, where I should be going, what you think would be better characters to chase, then please let me know. We can talk about it. I'm open to suggestions, very open. I'm not going to shut you down, I promise. We can have a talk, and yeah. But anyway, other than that, we're doing good. We're doing the account's obviously not coming along as fast as it would be if this was a pay to play account, but it's coming along nevertheless. One thing I will say is, in addition to hoarding money, I'm also hoarding gear. Because I have a sneaky suspicion, and if you're watching this, when this comes out, you might already know the answer to this. I don't know. I have no idea. But speculation is that we're getting another, finally going to get the next legendary after this Cusco and Pacha event ends. So, I mean, you're not, like I said, this video is not going to be out by then, but if you think but if you happen to think that there's a strong inkling that something's going to happen in the future, you may want to start hoarding gear now. I'm hoarding gear now because it costs me money every time I plug in an upgrade. And obviously, you know, 1.1 is not a ton of money. But I'm going to be hoarding it nevertheless. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. If you have, like I said, if you have an opinion of who I should be working on instead of the characters that I've chosen to be working on for the month and for the coming months, please let me know. We can have a talk. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.